Hello, my forward-looking long game playing, just getting started beauties, and welcome to the season finale of Is This Menopause or Am I Finally Free? I'm Sam, and today we're pulling the lens all the way out. We've spent 14 episodes talking about bones, hearts, brains, pelvic floors, hormones, skin, hair, sleep, sex, identity, medical gaslighting, and the liberation of menopause. Today we're looking at the big picture, healthy aging after menopause. The decades ahead. How to craft a life that's not just about managing symptoms, but about optimizing vitality, joy, and longevity. You're not at the end. You're at the beginning of the longest, potentially most fulfilling chapter of your life. Let's talk about how to make it extraordinary. What's actually happening? What does healthy aging after menopause actually look like, biologically and practically? The post-menopausal body operates on a stable, low estrogen baseline. The chaotic fluctuations are gone. The sloth manager who replaced the chaos squirrel has settled into her role. She's calm, predictable, and responsive to consistent care. But that care is not optional. Without estrogen's protective effects, your cardiovascular system, bones, brain, and metabolic health require proactive investment. The major health risks of aging, heart disease, osteoporosis, cognitive decline, metabolic dysfunction, all accelerate after menopause if not addressed. But here's the empowering truth. Research on super-agers, people who maintain physical and cognitive vitality well into their 80s and 90s, shows that lifestyle factors account for a huge portion of healthy aging outcomes. Genetics loads the gun, but lifestyle pulls the trigger. The actions you take now, what you eat, how you move, how you sleep, how you manage stress, how connected you are to community and purpose, directly shape your health trajectory. This is not about fear. It's about agency. The long game is winnable, and you're still early in it. Is this normal? Checklist. Let's sort normal healthy aging adjustments from signs you need a comprehensive medical workup. Normal. Needing more recovery time after exercise. Normal. Being more intentional about nutrition, sleep, and stress management than you were at 30. Normal. Annual labs showing small shifts in cholesterol, blood sugar, or blood pressure that you can manage with lifestyle. Normal. Feeling motivated to prioritize health in a way you didn't before because the stakes feel higher. Signs you need a comprehensive workup. Unexplained weight loss, persistent pain, severe fatigue that doesn't improve with rest, or any symptom that's progressive and interferes with daily life. A sudden decline in cognitive function, not just forgetting names but getting lost or losing the ability to perform familiar tasks. Any bleeding after menopause. Any new lump, skin change, or unhealing wound. The rule. The long game requires regular maintenance checks. Annual physicals, mammograms, colonoscopies, bone density scans, eye exams, dental cleanings. You're not a car, but you do need tune-ups. Prevention isn't paranoia. It's self-respect. Survival Toolkit. Now, the master toolkit for playing the long game with joy and vitality. Tip 1. The longevity diet. Not a fad, not a quick fix. A way of eating you can sustain for decades. Emphasize vegetables, fruits, whole grains, legumes, nuts, seeds, olive oil, fatty fish, and lean protein. Limit sugar, processed foods, and excessive alcohol. The Mediterranean diet is the most studied and consistently beneficial pattern for longevity. Feed your body like you're investing in a future you're excited to live. Tip 2. Move like you're training for your 90s. Combine aerobic exercise, brisk walking, swimming, cycling for heart health, strength training for muscle and bone, balance work for fall prevention, and flexibility for joint health. You're not working out to look good on a beach. You're working out so you can get off the toilet independently at 85, carry your own groceries, and play with future generations. That's functional fitness, and it's the most empowering goal there is. Tip 3. Prioritize brain health. We talked about this in episode 4, but it bears repeating. Your brain needs novelty, social connection, sleep, and vascular health. Learn new skills. Stay socially engaged. Manage blood pressure and blood sugar. Protect your hearing because untreated hearing loss is a risk factor for cognitive decline. Your brain is not a static organ. It's a garden you tend. Tip 4. Cultivate purpose and connection. The longest living populations on Earth, the blue zones, share common traits. Strong social ties, a sense of purpose, daily movement, and plant-forward diets. Volunteer. Mentor. Join communities. Invest in friendships. Call the people you love. Purpose doesn't have to be a grand career. It can be tending a garden, caring for a pet, being a good neighbor, creating art. Purpose is just a reason to get out of bed in the morning. Tip 5. Embrace your mortality without fear. This sounds heavy, but it's the secret to living fully. When you acknowledge that life is finite, you stop wasting it on things that don't matter. You take the trip. You say the words. You forgive. You prioritize joy. The long game isn't about living forever. It's about living deeply while you're here. Postmenopause is a gift in this way. It strips away the biological noise and asks you directly, what do you want to do with the time you have? So, You blew out the birthday candles and wished for 30 more healthy, joyful years. That's not a fantasy. That's a plan. And you now have the toolkit to execute it. Feed your body, move your body, protect your brain, nurture your connections, live with purpose, and get your routine maintenance checks. You're not at the end of the story. You're at the start of the best part. This is the season finale of Is This Menopause or Am I Finally Free? Thank you for being here, for laughing, for crying, for advocating for yourself, and for building this community with me. If you want another season, maybe on relationships or travel or deeper dives into longevity science, tell me in the comments. Subscribe, hit the bell, share this with a woman who needs to know she's not invisible, not irrelevant, and definitely not dying. I'm Sam, your menopause comedy bestie. Stay healthy, stay fierce, and remember, you're not dying. You're playing the long game, and you're winning. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.